Good afternoon, everybody. It's Lynn, the Leather Bag Lady. How are you all today? It is Monday afternoon at 10 after 1. I have just in the last 5-10 minutes got back from my visit with my clients, and Pius is going to be home anytime. So I'm trying to get this done before he gets home. So I didn't do a listing today because I did a listing on Friday that I didn't do a video for. So I thought I would, rather than get myself all confused, which doesn't take much these days, I thought I would play a little bit of catch up and not confuse the daylights out of myself. So today's bag, I come across Aldo vintage bags not very often, and Stone Ridge, which is a brand that was kind of distributed by Aldo, even less. So today I have an Aldo bag, and I have a Stone Ridge in the wings that will be coming shortly. So this little bag I've had for quite a while. Now it did have some distress to the leather, just in terms of a little bit of color loss. And I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to deal with it because the mahogany browns, the ox blood, it's really difficult to mix those colors, but I had some success. So this little bag is just the most simple little thing, but it is vintage Aldo, and Aldo is back. It's my jam. It's my era. It's where I shopped when I was in my late teens, early 20s, and the leather was just absolutely beautiful. So this bag is almost like a little tiny messenger bag. Now, there isn't necessarily any rips. What's happened is just this little edging is just starting to separate a little bit. So nothing, no tears, no nothing. Just on the other side of the stitches, just in this stress point, which is a very, very classic spot for bags that have a flap over, do tend to wear. But like I said, no damage whatsoever in terms of cracking that's moving across. It's just literally there. And I know sometimes I've had a couple of comments that, and I think the comments were meant to be positive, but maybe didn't come across that way. It's just that I highlight everything. And sometimes the reality when you get the bag, I've made it sound a lot worse, or at least that's the feedback I'm getting. And I can see that to some extent, but I would much rather you be very, very happy with what you got versus getting the bag and feeling like you have been duped. It was very much like my online dating life, where I would maybe not highlight my fabulousness as much as I should have. And I would get comments like, oh, your profile wasn't as good as you are in person, or whatever. So hopefully my purse's profiles will be much better in person. Got that feedback a lot. But you know what? That's got to be the worst. It happened to me once really badly, where I met a gentleman and we had a whole day planned. We'd been chatting on the phone for quite a period of time. And then when he actually met me, we had a drink, and then it was like, how did he word it? I don't think I'm going to spend any more time today. I'm just going home. And I was like, okay, whatever. And I thought, I tried very hard not to let that happen, because it sucks for the person doing it. I've done it many times, and it sucks for the person receiving it. So not that my bags are dating in any way, but I just see the similarities where, some people think it might not be a big deal, but if you're paying money and you're excited to get a bag that you think, the pictures can only tell so much of a story. And that's how this whole video aspect started. First of all, people asking questions that were answered in the listing. Oh, I would get so frustrated. People asking me questions that the answers were already in the listing. So I'm not sure whether people were just scrolling pictures or just couldn't be bothered to read the listing. But I got so frustrated that I thought, you know what? I'm going to start showing the bags in real life. And that way, you can assess the size. You can assess whether it's something you might want. So little detail, see how this cuts in here. Just Aldo collection back there. Just a beautiful, beautiful bag. There's your Aldo made in Canada with a zipper, raw leather everywhere else, a couple of pen slots, couple of card slots, and then another pocket, and then you've got another card slot. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's it. So quite a, good size gusset on this as I have a hot flash. Look at the color of my face. Oh my goodness me. So one of the, as I strip off, because this is just god awful. One of the aspects of this bag that I wasn't sure about, I grabbed my fan, was this kind of, you can see it. It's just, I don't know, the leather has just kind of patinaed in a way that isn't consistent throughout. So, I mean, it's a smooth leather. It's not a pebbled leather. There's the flap. And I don't know, just this one, it doesn't bother me at all, but just, it's almost like a real distressed look. That's the way it came. It's not, I've had a few bags that look like that. It's just, there's different pieces of the hide that are used. And I mean, this is kind of a gusset piece. So it may be that they used piece that the finish wasn't quite as perfect or whatnot. Now, I have added a hole in this to the strap, but it is a really nice long strap drop. It sits quite low on my hip. And as we know, I am not a tiny lady, so it is, it's just a beautiful, beautiful little bag. So Aldo out of Montreal, Canada. The vintage stuff is just amazing. I absolutely love it. I mean, look at how thick that strap is. Now, today, you're going to find that thickness of strap, but it will be 2 pieces that are stitched together with all kinds of cardboard and all that junk in the middle, which when it does start to wear, it just shows it through, and it's just awful. So magnetic closure. So this is a little special bag. I've had this for quite a while and I kind of hung on to it, but can't hang on to them forever. And like I said, there will be a Stone Ridge coming soon, which is just a different division of Aldo. I'm not sure why they did that, but maybe it was I don't know, a different collaboration or something. So that is today's bag. Oh my goodness. I've had so many hot flashes this weekend. I don't know what is going on. And we really have decided to, not that we're big drinkers, but we do enjoy some drinks on the weekends. And Friday we had a few. And then Saturday we were just like, yeah, no, not interested. We had a busy, busy weekend. Saturday was the little one's birthday. Tegan was 2 on Saturday. So we went to the petting zoo and she got her quad. Pius bought her a little kitty quad so she can hang out with Daddy because Daddy has the big guy. And then we went to Pius's niece's husband. Now, Pius's niece is 2 years younger than him. So his mom and his oldest sister were pregnant at the same time. Now, when you're 9 of 10, sometimes that happens. So I think Pius's oldest brother and sister were adopted because his parents were told they couldn't have any kids. Somebody got that wrong. But anyway, it was a very busy day. It was we were up and out at 7:30 in the morning on Saturday. I don't think we got back till 7:30, 8 o'clock at night on Saturday night. And we had a fire, beautiful fires, excellent fires. We've actually changed our fire pit where it was originally, it was kind of down in the dirt. So we've lifted it up on blocks, and I guess the airflow underneath the fires are magnificent. But boy, does it burn the wood a lot quicker. So that's what we're doing this afternoon. We're Pius will be home anytime. And we are going to fly out to Beamsville and get Vineland, Beamsville, whichever. I think Beamsville comes first. And we're going to get some more wood. The last batch of wood from the trailer park was shockingly bad. I mean, embarrassingly bad. I mean, there is a big weekend element to our trailer park where people just come in, as we did the very first time, and set up for the weekend. And then there's the seasonal section, which is, I don't know, a couple of hundred lots. And you drive past the area where all the wood is being cut, and you see these piles of beautiful wood. It's all, just lovely. And then you get wood delivered to your site, and it is disgusting. Chunks of it are covered this thick in mud, and little tiny bits, like too small to even stack. So we're not supposed to bring wood from outside of the park, and we've tried to stick to that for the most part. The wood that we get is very fast burning. It's like pallet wood, but it's good to start. It's good for starter. And then we like to use the park's wood that is more of a hardwood, but it's crap. There is just no other way to put it. And we're like, you know what? We'll support you all day long. If, you drive past and there's this beautiful pile of wood, and then you see the crap that we got delivered, and we're like, no, I'm not paying good money for garbage anymore. So we are sourcing wood elsewhere from now on. And then my mummy came home yesterday, and we're going to see my mom and dad, take them out for dinner. I didn't see my dad for his birthday because I was sick last week. So actually, I think it might have even been the week before. So I haven't seen my dad. So my mom's like, well, that's not like Lynn. I'm like, well, I got so much I need to get done. And then Pius gets home early and the day just gets away from me. So that is that. So it didn't even really feel like we went to the trailer. It was 7 degrees overnight on Friday night. So I've got this huge quilt that I put on the bed, and it was almost too hot for the quilt. So we put the blanket on the bed not last night, the night before, because it was going to get down to 13, 14. And that was too cold. So I don't know. I don't know if it's the hot flash in me. I can't seem to get the temperatures right. And I mean, Pius still lays there with like barely a sheet on him. I'm like, you should be an icicle, buddy. He's like, I like it this way. So anyway, so I've been out with my clients. We had to source a new pub because our beloved Queen's Head is now closed. I do have a little video. I took a little video, so I'll get that listed or uploaded or whatever you call it as soon as I can. And just the days are just flying by. Next weekend is the big start of our trailer reno. We leveled the trailer this weekend, which, I was sitting on the deck while Pius was doing it, and the creaks and groans, and we actually had our little kitchen section door open whilst he was leveling it. And when we went to close it to leave, it didn't close all that great. So as Pius said, we didn't even think of it. We probably should have closed the door when we were leveling the trailer. But I guess this is a learning experience for us. I said to Pius jokingly yesterday, I said, this reno that we're about to do, this is going to be the precursor to the piece of junk trailer that we're going to buy in New Waterford, Nova Scotia, and completely overhaul it, because I'm not paying $200,000 for a mobile home or whatever they call it. I'm not doing it. We went to look at a house in Nova Scotia. It was actually a buddy of Pius's father's parents' house, and his father had just passed away. And on the lot next to his house were two beautiful, like 40 foot plus trailers. And I guess this woman had purchased each of them for $6,000 and had just new windows, new doors, everything. And I'm like, I'd be up for that, just to be able to not, like, everything is just so expensive. So, I mean, I was listening to an advertisement this morning for, I think it was Subaru. It's 5.9% financing. I mean, I remember the 0% financing or 0.99% financing. And I'm kind of in a quandary right now with my little car. The blue car, the bigger car, is going to go. When I finish my time with my clients, that is the one that's going to go. And then Pi said, you know, if we're going to be a 2-car family and the truck, for whatever reason, is out of commission, we really need a car that 2 people can sit in. And it really has thrown a major spanner in the works, as my mom says, because it does kind of make sense. Like, why am I keeping a car that I'm the only one that can drive? But I love my little car and I don't want my little car to go. So I don't know. It's on my mind constantly. So I don't know. Very preoccupied. The mosquitoes, oh my goodness me. They were swarming Pius. And this is a guy who does not get bitten at all. So I don't know what's going on. Is that a normal thing? I mean, I've never owned a trailer before. So, well, I mean, I guess I was at Bruce's trailer enough in the fall months and we didn't experience an influx, but that park wasn't wooded at all. There was no trees at all. I used to call it trailer jail because all the trailers were just all in a row. At least our park, you know, the streets go off that way and that way. So the trailers are all, you know, all over the place. But the mosquitoes, you cannot enjoy your sight. So we were talking about it last night that maybe next year we're going to buy a fogger. And I said, maybe we can make a few bucks. We can offer fogging services that on a Friday we will go and fog people's lots and make some money. Hey, if somebody was there fogging lots, the mosquitoes are so bad, I would gladly pay to have my lot fogged. Anyway, everybody, it's been a busy weekend. Hopefully you had a great one where you are. Leatherbag Lady weather report. The sun is shining. It is beautiful outside. We are supposed to get some rain or a chance of rain. In the shade, it is quite cool though. So I think it's 20, 21 degrees, but beautiful, beautiful weather nonetheless. So anyway, everybody, have a great rest of the day, and I will have a new bag for you tomorrow.